Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. A move by Sarasota County to clear several acres of land is underway at a park near Palmer Ranch. The removal of trees and vegetation comes as part of a beautification project. But some nearby homeowners say the natural vegetation is already beautiful to begin with.
The invasive Brazilian pepper trees are being cleared from Culver House Nature Park. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now live from the park with more on the story. Rick?
Yeah, Haley and Scott, take a look at all this. Trees and bushes that were once here are now all gone. This is the view from Gary Bushore's backyard at his home in the Hamptons on Palmer Ranch development. What was once filled with lots of vegetation has now disappeared.
One of the reasons we bought this home was that we had an unobstructed view of nature.
The county says they are removing the invasive Brazilian pepper trees at Culver House Nature Park, which officials say has taken over the county-owned land. Bushore and his family also have concerns for all the wildlife that calls this land home.
It's been very frustrating, primarily because we were given no notification from the county that they were going to do this.
Some residents who live here say they did receive notification about this, while others say they did not. Sarasota County says 1,300 postcards were sent out to homeowners informing them of the project. This is one of the machines doing the work here. Many acres have already been cleared, and there are many more acres to go. When all is said and done, at least 23 acres will have been cleared of the Brazilian pepper trees. Dale Latanzio's backyard has clear views of this removal project. He tells us that he's glad to see this work being done.
I applaud. I think it's great, and they're going to do a whole replanting, which makes me very happy. So initially paranoia, now congratulations, county.
The county tells us the plan is to plant native species in the area that's been cleared. That's expected to happen sometime soon. We're also being told that an area where an eagle's nest is located will not be cleared.
They do plan to put some new trees in and to beautify it. But it was beautiful as natural before.
And we're being told all this could be finished as early as Monday. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Thank you, Rick. A small victory in a decades-long battle for alumni of Manatee County's Bayshore High School. Several former students believe diesel fuel tanks buried on school property may be responsible for contamination of the groundwater and soil and for causing several cases of cancer and autoimmune diseases. Today, those concerned asked the county commission to dig deeper into the issue. Commissioners agreed to compile a full report on the testing in the area in response. The Manatee County School District provided us with several tests spanning nearly 20 years, adding, quote, all of the documentation the district has indicates that there have not been any adverse findings in any of the testing done at the site. Still, those concerns say there is more to the story.
Oh, it's absolutely devastating to watch alumni lose their family members.
The county now has 30 days to generate that report before deciding how to move forward.
The mayor of Venice wants to make some big changes to downtown Venice. Mayor John Hollick is in Washington, D.C. today meeting with the U.S. Postal Service to see if it would be willing to move out of its current building in downtown Venice. Back in the 1920s, a boutique hotel was built where the post office now stands. The mayor wants to knock down the current post office and build a replica hotel. Some city council members, though, have some concerns.
One question is we may have to deliver a fully functioning alternative facility in another location. The second question is where would that location be?
Another question, who will pay for the building? The mayor will return from Washington this week and update the city council in the upcoming city council meetings.
And now for a check on our forecast, which is warm but changing, we'll head over to Bob.
We have a high-pressure ridge, a big one at that, behind the front. Now, this high-pressure ridge is going to dominate our weather with very windy conditions as the cold front actually slices through our area late tonight and tomorrow morning. You can see some areas of clouds. This stretches about 70 to 80 miles in width there. It continues to drop to the south. Not much rainfall. It is occurring from Ocala southward now along Interstate 75, is stretching off toward the 95 corridor as well. You can see there are advisories in effect. These are small craft advisories. They'll stay with us tonight, tomorrow, and may be extended right through Saturday as a result of that large area of high pressure, which will stay far enough from us to bring us that stronger wind. Currently, we are looking at a few clouds already starting to gather. It's 75, still mild out there, and winds out of the west-northwest at 9, the pressure 30-10. and that is rising slightly right now. Now, we are looking at no rainfall for the next several hours. It should be okay. If we get any rain at all, it'll be late tonight. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions says he will recuse himself from a federal investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 White House election.
Congressional Democrats are asking for a criminal investigation to be opened into the Attorney General following revelations that Sessions met twice with the Russian ambassador during the 2016 campaign. In a questionnaire, he was asked several of the president-elect nominees or senior advisors have Russian ties. Have you been in contact with anyone connected to any part of the Russian government about the 2016 election, either before or after Election Day? He responded, no. Sessions says his meetings were not as a Trump campaign official and were appropriate as a senator.
Meanwhile, an undocumented woman brought to the U.S. as a little girl is at the center now of President Trump's immigration crackdown.
Hours after Daniela Vargas spoke out at about the new president's new policy, she was picked up by federal immigration agents. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the story from New York.
Dreamer in custody.
My name is Daniela Vargas.
The fight continues in Mississippi to free 22-year-old Daniela Vargas, brought to the U.S. illegally at 7 years old. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents pulled Vargas over on a freeway Wednesday. Her friend Jordan Sanders was in the car.
I would say yanked her. It was horrible.
Just hours before Vargas was detained, she was on the steps of Jackson City Hall, speaking out about President Trump's new immigration policies. Vargas was in the process of renewing her legal status.
A path to citizenship is necessary.
The Trump administration has said undocumented criminals are the priority, not law-abiding dreamers. Vargas's attorney says she was targeted.
She was not breaking the law, but she was pulled over because she was identified as being at the press conference.
ICE denied that allegation. The stories of immigrant children and families have taken center stage in the immigration debate.
What's your name?
Tony.
In California, relatives of little Tony Al-Sabah say the boy born in the U.S. can only talk to his Syrian parents by phone. Los Angeles affiliate KABC reports they're stuck in Syria because of the travel ban, away from their son who has a rare disease that requires years of treatment.
He's not Syrian, he's American. Help American people. Don't help the Syrian, help American people to get to his parents.
Tony's family called an attorney to help. In fact, hundreds of immigration attorneys across the nation reportedly have been flocking to airports and detention centers to fight for detained undocumented immigrants. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, our feathered osprey friends, Sarah and Soda, are causing some concern among our viewers. What a local bird expert says about their egg delay.
And speaking of eggs, what about green eggs and ham? How area children celebrated Dr. Seuss Day.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Thinking about having surgery can be a scary thing. Take somebody who's in severe pain, bring them in, take good care of them, and then get them out and back to their life is huge. We focus on minimally invasive approaches when possible, and oftentimes people can be back up on their feet in a day or two with a whole lot less pain than before surgery. We fix people's lives. We do.
Florida Studio Theater presents the regional premiere of Clever Little Lies, now playing in the Keating Theater. Secrets are exposed and clever little lies are crafted in this fast-paced comedy by Joe DiPietro. Shattering and hilarious, Clever Little Lies is a story of long-term love and marriage, for better and for worse. Don't miss what critics are calling lively with big reveals and surefire comedy. Clever Little Lies is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before.
And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet. Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Our ABC7 Osprey Cam has become a very popular feature for avid bird watchers.
The live stream video gives many a peek into the life of Sarah and Soda, the two osprey living right above our studio. For years, we've been watching them nest, mate, even teach their hatchlings how to fly. But as ABC7's Bobeth Yates tells us, this year might be different. Bobeth?
Yes, the internet is all about Sarah and Soda because the timeline for them to lay an egg is upon us.
For the past several weeks, ABC7 has been live streaming video of Sarah and Soda, the two ospreys living on the station's tower, and that video has captured the attention of thousands from around the country.
When they started streaming the osprey, it really perked my interest. I just love watching them. I love learning about them, and I love sharing it with others.
Nita Roper lives in Georgia. She says after watching the live stream, she decided to get in on the action and created a Facebook group dedicated to Sarah and Soda. That page not only links back to ABC7's live stream, but it has also become a place for a lot of discussion about the birds.
The mating, the feeding, the laying of the eggs, the watching them hatch. I mean, this is just a really interesting thing to be able to see.
But after weeks of watching and no eggs in sight, that interest has now switched to uncertainty.
I'm concerned because it's so late in the season, and I was wondering if this was the original female, and if it is the original female, why she's not laying eggs.
So we took those questions to Save Our Seabirds Avian Hospital Administrator Dana Leeworthy, and she says osprey nesting season runs from December to February, and that Sarah and Soda are cutting it close.
They should be done nesting. If there's not any eggs at this point, then they might not.
But all hope isn't lost. Leeworthy adds, while it's abnormal for an osprey to be laying eggs this late in the season, it can happen.
Sometimes they're predictable, other times they're not.
She adds ospreys have a nesting ritual, and it's possible that that process was just delayed. But egg or no egg, since ospreys mate for life, they'll be back.
Not to worry, not to give up. I mean, they're still going to come back next year.
Now you can watch 24-hour coverage of Sarah and Soda. We're live streaming it on our Facebook page, our Roku channel, our Apple TV channel, Amazon Fire, and our Osprey TV devices. And it's all there for you to watch anytime you guys want.
And Bobeth, a lot of people want to know, how do we know if this is the same osprey couple from the last couple years?
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that, saying that's probably why they haven't nested. But the bird experts we talked to said if it was not the same couple, there would have been a huge ordeal, a fight between the new pair and the old pair for that nest.
Right.
So that hasn't happened, so we're sure.
They seem to come back to the same nest every year, and it's like we said in the story, they mate for life.
Yeah.
So. All right.
And they're sitting on the nest right now.
Yes, they are. So maybe there's an egg.
Maybe there's an egg.
Maybe. We don't know.
We'll let you know. And we'll be right back.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
It's the granddaddy of them all, the 89th Annual Arcadia All-Florida Championship Rodeo. March 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. The Arcadia Rodeo Association is proud to present this PRCA-sanctioned event featuring some of the world's best bull, bronc, and bareback riding, roping, barrel racing, and steer wrestling. For the little wranglers, there's a calf scramble and mutton busting. Gates open at 11 each day. For tickets, visit arcadiarodeo.com or call 800-749-7633. It's rodeo at its finest. Don't miss the 89th All-Florida Championship Rodeo, March 9th through 12th.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to californiaclosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
I want to say thank you to all the folks who came up to the ABC7 booth at ABC7 Day at Ed Smith Stadium and the Orioles. Got a nice hat from this guy right here, Norm Schimmel. Always taking pictures. He got in this one right here with Peter Abbott, former police chief here in Sarasota, as well as myself. Enjoying the game. It was hot for about 3 innings. I stayed. I had to get to work, unfortunately. Couldn't sit back and have a hot dog and, an adult beverage of some sort. But nonetheless, it was great. A lot of great folks stopping on by the booth there. Look at this. If you weren't at the game, you may have been out there enjoying the beautiful day on Siesta. This from Barbara Barry Siebers, and that was an awesome shot. A lot of colors in that umbrella that you saw right there. You may need the umbrella late tonight, say after 10, 11 o'clock, but it's unlikely we're going to see any significant rainfall. And you can see some of the clouds starting to gather to the north and west of us in advance of a frontal system, which will move through. Advisories already up for parts of the waters. In fact, most of west central Florida under a small craft advisory. A few inland storms pushing away from the coast near Lake Okeechobee. Here's the rainfall along I-75. Notice it's moving to the south very slowly. There are some moderate to heavier showers at times. This is going to weaken, though, as it continues to head southward. We will see some showers. There'll be a few. Not everyone's going to get the rainfall, but there'll be a few around, especially, as I said, after 11 or 12 o'clock tonight. Behind it, there's a large area of high pressure. Now, this high pressure ridge is going to eventually move on down. Now, this cold front continues to push off to the southeast. The temperatures behind it are noticeably cooler, but not extremely cold. And we will see very windy weather. That'll be the biggest downside to the day. I think tomorrow temperatures will still warm up into the low to mid 70s, but with the wind blowing strong out of the north and northeast up to 25 at times, it will make it feel a little bit cooler. Right now, 75 at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. Same in Bradenton and Venice now, a little bit cooler at 73 at the end of the pier there. High today was 80 degrees. That has been a trend all week long. That'll be broken tomorrow, though. No 80s tomorrow. 75 is our average. We'll be slightly below that tomorrow for high temperatures. No rainfall to report. And it looks like this one will bring a few showers, nothing more than a tenth of an inch. 65 degrees in Jacksonville. It's 82 in Orlando. 79 now in Miami. And temperature from Bradenton, 76 to Inglewood, 74 in the low 80s still in Hardy, DeSoto, and Highlands County. The winds will stay out of the north and northeast throughout the day tomorrow, up to 20 to 25 at times. And it will be breezy, and those advisories for boaters will stay with us all the way through the day. This high-pressure ridge is huge, and as it moves in, it's going to actually increase our winds and keep them strong right on in through much of the week next week. So we'll see a kind of a windy next 7 days. Small craft advisory in effect, obviously, through tonight, tomorrow. Seas running 3 to 5 feet, and rough conditions in the bays and inland waters. So water temperature extremely warm right now, 76 degrees. Low tide upcoming 10:17. Another one at 9:47. Sunset will be at 6:32 and sunrise at 6:52. Increasing clouds, slight chance for a shower or two late tonight. 60, don't worry about it this evening. Outdoor plans not a problem. Windy weather tomorrow, 74 for your high. Northeast winds 15 to 20. The extended forecast, a cool start on Saturday. I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to get up early so I can enjoy low 50s one more time. And then a slight chance for a shower on Thursday with sunshine in between. Back to you, Scott.
Looks great. Thank you, Bob. The Cat in the Hat taking over schools in Manatee and Sarasota counties for Dr. Seuss Day. Schools partnered with Embracing Our Differences to distribute 4,000 Dr. Seuss books in order to stimulate conversations about diversity, bullying, and respect. More than 11,000 elementary school students took part in today's celebration of reading and diversity.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you to a dress rehearsal of an opera opening this weekend that will absolutely stun you.
Tonight, the real work begins. After calling for Americans to unite, can President Trump convince critics he's open to compromise? The budget, healthcare, immigration, up for debate. Will his actions match his words? This is where America turns. World News Tonight with David Muir.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from granny nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Port Florida Home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
My yard, it's overgrown, it's out of control, it's a huge problem.
I showed Randy our entire line of outdoor power equipment. We have everything he needs.
Ace is the place that lets you clear land like a modern-day pioneer. Yeah!
Don't miss the March Red Hot Buys on Roundup Weed and Grass Killer and Spectracide Fire Ant Killer. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
I think everyone's raving about the great weather we've been having lately. Looking forward to the weekend so they can get outside and enjoy it.
ABC 7's Linda Carson joins us with a look at some events you might enjoy in Suncoast Scene. Linda.
Oh, there's so much going on this weekend. This is the last weekend for Circus Sarasota's big show, Synergy. It's under the Big Top next to UTC Mall. It is an awesome show. And there's lots more coming up. Dialogues of the Carmelites opens at the Sarasota Opera this weekend. It has one of the most dramatic endings you will ever experience. It's about a group of nuns called the Carmelites during the French Revolution.
They're there because they're trying to make a difference in the world, and then ultimately they take a vow of martyrdom that rather than do what the revolution demands, which is to denounce their religion, they decide to stay true to it, and they are guillotined for their beliefs.
Dialogues of the Carmelites. This is where one of the scenes takes place that you will not soon forget. It opens Saturday night and it goes through March 24th. And the 37th Annual Sarasota Jazz Festival opens Sunday and runs through March 11th. The festival kicks off with Jazz in the Park featuring Greg Nielsen and his band.
On Sunday, it will be Pine View Jazz Ensemble. That's a high school band. Then State College of Florida will have their jazz band there, and then my jazz band will be there, a small Dixieland group. And that will be at Philippi Shores Estates.
That's noon to 4 Sunday, and it's free. The Suncoast Concert Band also has a big concert on Sunday.
We're going to do selections from Pirates of Penzance. We're going to do a couple of marches, the Florentiner March, which is well known, and the On the Mall March, which everybody knows.
The Suncoast Concert Band at Northminster Church Sunday at 3. And on Saturday, the Sapphire Shores Indian Beach neighborhood invites you to the Sun Circle Arts Festival.
It celebrates the art and the whimsy of this area. Sarasota and art are just synonymous, and this is a wonderful place, and it's going to be a great festival. There's music, there's food, and there are all sorts of artists. Jewelry, fine art, wonderful crafts that local artists have made and created.
And that's on Saturday from 10 to 4. And Herman's Lipizzan Stallions will present a full dress performance on Sunday at 4 p.m. It's a fundraiser for the restoration of Mayaca City's 1914 schoolhouse. And no, I did not go to school there. That was even before my day.
Yeah, well before.
Right.
But it will be a beautiful afternoon.
And great weather for all of it.
Yeah, you just you buckle down all that jewelry, because if it's outdoors, it's going to be blowing a little bit. So some of the tents are going to need to be tightened up a little firmer. We are looking at some windy weather all throughout the next week, too.
All right. Thank you, Bob. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tonight at 11.
Now's a perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
If you want to rediscover the smooth, radiant skin of your past, consider a facelift, eyelid lift, or laser resurfacing from Faces by Feza. Restore your natural, youthful appearance and the confidence that goes with it when you trust your face to the expert hands of Dr. John Feza. Using a delicate touch, he gives you natural-looking contours, a clean jawline, and long-lasting results. Call today to schedule a private consultation, because when you look good, you feel good. Faces by Feza at Center for Sight.
Florida Studio Theater presents the regional premiere of Clever Little Lies, now playing in the Keating Theater. Secrets are exposed and clever little lies are crafted in this fast-paced comedy by Joe DiPietro. Shattering and hilarious, Clever Little Lies is a story of long-term love and marriage, for better and for worse. Don't miss what critics are calling lively with big reveals and surefire comedy. Clever Little Lies is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.